Welcome to Cayo Rosario, a 6-acre island located west of San Pedro town, about 6 miles away and just a couple of miles across the sea from the newly developed Secret Beach. This privately owned island is at the center of a controversial development proposal to build 40 rooms over the sea, which involves driving piles into the seabed to support the structures and piers. This interference with the marine environment is what has islanders up in arms. Roberto Canul, chairman of the San Pedro Tour Operators Association, shares their concerns.
They are building right now a demo building. That means that they are going to show this demo building to future buyers. So that means that they're here to cash in. They're going to sell these buildings. There's 40 of them that will go up for sale. And where are they positioned? Where are they being built? Over the waters. If you need to fill your land, fine, you need to fill your land. But how will you fill your land? Will you fill your land by destroying the ecosystem around it for your benefit? I believe that no. I believe that if you need to develop your land, you need to do it in a way that is not affecting the livelihood of other people, especially the local people, the community.
Today we took a boat trip around Cayo Rosario and saw some concerning developments. On the left side of the island, heavy-duty equipment was in the sea, with about 20 piles driven into the seabed. Further left, there was a strip of sand bordered by cement blocks. On the right side, a concrete structure was under construction over the sea, about 200 feet from the island, supported by piles and connected to a pier. This pier in the seabed is what has tour operators and fishermen from nearby San Pedro upset. The former director of the Hol Chan Marine Reserve, Miguel Alamia, is backing their concerns.
I think we need to scrutinize those environmental impact assessment in greater detail. Those researchers are not, well, maybe not questionable, but they're not doing in-depth research that would actually give us proper information about those sites. Not only on-site biological research, but social research. Local knowledge, traditional knowledge that is here, it's present, and it's valuable. We worked very hard from 2011 and onwards to extend the marine reserve to include all those areas. So it was a lot of work, hard work, and when it was established in 2015, the reserve was extended. We thought, well, it was a big win for us for conservation, and we thought, okay, everything was nice and beautiful, safe for conservation. But as you can see today, there are some gaps in the legislation, I believe, that is allowing this to proceed.
Minister of Blue Economy and Area Representative for Belize Rural South, Andre Perez, declined our interview request today. Instead, he pointed us to his appearance on Reef Radio and TV this morning. During the show, Perez emphasized that the Cayo Rosario project would require close monitoring and expressed his belief that the island should never have been sold in the first place.
Yes, the issue of Cayo Rosario, in the very beginning, should have never occurred. But it did. And it changed hands. Sold. So a lot of people made money out of this thing, before it got to us, right? From the previous government back then in the PUP days, if you want to call it. That's when it was sold for land compensation. And then the next government continued when it could have stopped it and said, listen, if you are going to sell this to another person, you must inform whosoever is buying, you must tell them about the requirements. Not only the requirements, but the risk that entails buying an island in terms of being on a marine reserve.
News 5 spoke with a representative from the Cayo Rosario project who wished to remain anonymous. While they declined an interview, they mentioned that Cayo Rosario was purchased before that section was declared part of the marine reserve, which was expanded in 2015. Tonight, concerned tourism groups are holding a public meeting in San Pedro to discuss the project. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.